I haven't talked about classic World of Darkness yet, have I?
When you're in PC,
Life's rough.
when you depend on me
To give you weapons, items, armor, information for your journey, and still you still machine to try to hurt me. Life's tough.
when you're in PC,
Life's rough.
when you
Of course, I have discussed Promethean and Beast to a great extent from Chronicle of Darkness, or New World of Darkness if you will, but I have yet to tackle any of the games from the original line, the line that started it all, Classic World of Darkness. The debate on whether or not Old World of Darkness is better than New World of Darkness or vice versa is a discussion for another day, but strictly on a personal satisfaction standpoint, I'm a Classic World of Darkness guy. Call me old-fashioned, but on the whole, I just enjoy Old World of Darkness more. Give me the horrifically confusing and interrelated mythos as well as expansive character creation over the streamlined nature of New World of Darkness. Even though I freely admit that New World of Darkness has Classic's day on many regards, including the whole cultural sensitivity thing, but that is also a story for another day. And also, I'll take some games like Mage and Changeling over their classic counterparts anytime. But I think the point that we're trying to get here is that we really need to take a look at the old set and see where New World of Darkness got its roots. No, not that one. We haven't built up the adequate amount of tension for that one. Instead of taking the controversial trip on this one, I think that it's best that we actually start off with something that's a big rarity in World of Darkness, and that is something that just about everybody agrees upon. So, today we're going to look at Demon the Fallen. As fervent as the World of Darkness fandom is, it's sometimes hard to find something that the general populace can agree upon in terms of quality, which game is superior, and which games are inferior. Just ask those over at White Wolf RPG Gameplay and Media. No one can say that I'm below a shameless plug. Join the group, share the links. But I digress. Demon the Fallen is one of those games that everyone seems to universally agree upon, with only a few detractors here and there, namely that the game isn't that great in terms of gaming, mythos, or a connection to the overall universe at large. And shock of all shocks, I'm not exactly going to be playing devil's advocate on this one. What can I say? The game just isn't that great. It has moments to be sure, and adds some flavor to the mythos, but beyond that, it just isn't really there. The best analogy I could connect it to is a bottle of spices. It adds flavor to the other games that are the meats and foods of World of Darkness, but I don't think anyone here is really going to want to shove a handful of oregano into their mouth. So let's just go ahead and get this out of the way right now. This game is a miss. It just isn't there, and the fact of the matter is there's not too many detractors on this one. However, we're not exactly done here yet, as you could probably tell by the little red bar right down there. So, what I think that we really need to do is to further dissect this game and find some parts that are really salvageable and things that you could use in other games, as well as potential one-shots and ways that you can play and enjoy this game. As far as the mythos is concerned, this is one of the great areas about Demon the Fallen. While it can certainly stray a little too far into the Christian dogma and alienate those who don't really want a lot of Christianity in their RPGs, it does definitely add some fun and unique concepts. Demon the Fallen is the story of the angels who were cast out of heaven by God after the war between God and Lucifer. Now cast out of heaven and into the abyss, or what could just theoretically be called hell. The reason for this, however, is changed slightly. It is due to these angels' love for humanity that was absent in the God Creator's sort of general plan. No matter what World of Darkness you play, Old World, New World, or the specifics, the God Creator is almost always just an irrefutable, omnipresent dickwagon. Either way, demons existed in the Abyss until the great plot point known as the Sixth Great Maelstrom decided to let a lot of the plot happen, which allowed demons to travel into the world and take possession of people whose souls have been weakened due to X, Y, and Z. Now trapped on Earth, the demons continue to live out their days, seeking out whatever redemption or revenge they see fit, which, all things considered, is pretty fucking cool. Say what you will about the forced Christian symbolism, at least it takes on one of the most World of Darkness stories in the whole game. What can be more macabre than being a fucking demon who was cast out of fucking heaven? This game might literally be the most metal game in existence. The factions are also pretty solid as well. There are 5 of them in total, each of which is formed over their outlook on humanity and the side of the divine war that they took. Faustians, for instance, want to foster humanity's divine potential, if for no other reason than to rub it in the god's face. Kind of the pettiest fuck you in existence, all things considered. Cryptics are all about collecting knowledge. Beyond that, they really don't go into much more about them. Luciferians are those who are still loyal to Lucifer and follow him and his ideals. They are a part of his standing army and stalwart defenders of the goals that this group is set out to achieve. Raveners are nihilists that stand for nothing and want to destroy everything in creation. Never mind, Faustians. These guys are the pettiest. Finally, there are the Reconcilers. These guys are the ones that said going against God's plan maybe wasn't the greatest of ideas, and the best way they help humanity is to reconcile their ways or to assist in any way that they can. While the 5 factions are fun, and even the 7 houses are a lot of fun too, the sad fact is this is exactly the area where Demon the Fallen just shits the bed. Already, this plot falls apart, especially when it comes to group dynamics, because all of the demons have incredibly different goals and ambitions, some of which are in direct conflict with one another. This is a massive flaw, because even in the instance of alliances, these assholes might want to rip each other's throats out at any moment's notice. In a game like Vampire the Masquerade, an artistic Toreador and a rebellious Brujah may not like each other, but they can at least share similar ideals and work together as a group. In a game like D&D, a paladin might have serious problems with the rogue, but they can put aside their differences and work together for a common purpose. In Demon, you literally do not have that option. Imagine a game where a Luciferian and a Reconciler have to work together, or a Ravener and anybody, really. Besides very short alliances, these things don't really work. The only other way that you could really play with this is if you had an entire group all select one specific faction, which even then takes away a lot of the uniqueness that World of Darkness brings. Even in a game like Beast the Primordial, that I have blasted in the past, at least that gave you a common enemy in heroes. They are real threats to Beast, and at least it encourages you to be in a group to some extent, if for no other reason than your own safety. Demons? The only true antagonists that demons have are demon hunters and Earthbound. But these guys are few and far between, and seem more forced in the concept of heroes and Beast. Even the goals of demons of seeking redemption, powering Lucifer, or gaining control of anything are typically introspective journeys that only need allies as momentary assistance in an otherwise single-minded work. And thus, Demon the Fallen falls apart as a concept. I'm sorry for that one. So, the game is barely playable as it stands, but the question is still, how can it be used? While Demon the Fallen does not exactly have a lot of value as a game, it certainly adds a lot of flavor to other games. For instance, demons are perfect antagonists to Hunter the Reckoning. They can even be incorporated in Vampire the Masquerade or Mage the Ascension. While the gameplay itself for an actually standalone demon game is very slim, the book can actually be used as a tool to make some really great characters in other games. And it isn't like Demon cannot be played. I even said before that if you can all agree to just have one main faction, you can actually get by. A game like Demon can be played in message board and Skype-style games as well. These games allow for a more single-minded, task-oriented character, and can broaden the kind of characters that you can have. But even then, I doubt there are many people who are jonesing for a Demon game. So another one bites the dust as far as World of Darkness is concerned. Demon the Fallen has sadly fallen. Couldn't resist. So, all things considered, I want to hear from you all, in particular with the World of Darkness ones. I still have a lot of games out there that I can review, and just about anything's open right now, so please, comment below on a game from the World of Darkness line, either classic or new, that you would like to see. Also, please go to Facebook and join the group White Wolf RPG Gameplay and Media. Oh yeah, and also like and subscribe to me for more, you goofs. Until next time.